Okay, I'm gonna count 1. You ready?
Alright.
2. Try again. 1, 2, 3. Then cut it. Okay. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Before we invite the rest of the speakers today, I just wanted to provide a few remarks on behalf of Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. So I'd like to welcome everyone here again to celebrate the Daegu Atlanta Sister Cities Art and Fun exhibit and opening ceremony. On September 20th, 1981, then mayors Ambassador Andrew Young and former Daegu mayors Jeong Chae-jin and Lee Shang-hee, I hope I pronounced it correctly, signed an agreement establishing the sister city relationship. Today, 38 years later, we commemorate the cooperative friendship that has endured all these years. Over the last decade, Atlanta and Daegu have fostered a dynamic and fruitful sister city relationship and have pursued many exchanges focused on culture, academics, and business. The city of Atlanta is very proud of its historical relationship with Daegu. The Korean-American Friendship Concert has welcomed a prominent event in Metro Atlanta for many years, drawing in several hundred guests to enjoy music from Korean artists, musicians, and a wonderful orchestra. Following the signing of the revamped U.S.-Korea Free Trade Agreement last year, the Korea Trade Investment Promotion Agency, also known as KOTRA, announced the opening of their 8th U.S. trade office in Atlanta, giving Georgia and the Southeast even more access to the powerhouse of Asia. We are also very excited for the reception and special film screening that's to take place at the Rialto Center for the Arts in order to celebrate the centennial anniversary of the March 1st independence movement and the establishment of the Provisional Government of the Republic of Korea. I also actually had the opportunity to visit Daegu, South Korea, as well as Seoul, South Korea, just last year for the Daegu International Exchange Forum and the Korea International Water Week, which brought together Daegu's sister cities for an exchange of bilateral cooperation and sharing of best practices. It truly was one of the most memorable experiences. I had the best kimchi I've ever had in my life. I had the best Korean barbecue I've ever had in my life. So it was truly amazing. And the economic ties we share with the Republic of Korea are particularly strong, as Korea is currently ranked the 8th largest export market for Georgia and ranks 4th among Georgia's importer nations. Sister Cities continues to be an essential part of Atlanta's international strategy. They increase the knowledge, goodwill, and understanding of other countries through people-to-people diplomacy. They also foster incredible educational, cultural, and economic exchanges and provide humanitarian assistance that benefits so many individuals. We are very grateful for our partnership with Korea and Daegu, and we look forward to continuing our cooperative friendship between the two cities. Thank you very much. So now, John, I believe you are next to speak.
Honorable Deputy Consul General Hyun Jung-ho and my dear friend from Metro Atlanta Chamber, John Woodward, and Honorable Sam Park, our Georgia House representative, which is only Georgia House representative of Korean American. Thank you so much for coming. And Honorable Korean Association Vice President, yes, right there. And also, really appreciated your busy time and effort to set up this beautiful 5th annual Great Art Fund. I think from all the way from Daegu, Korea, my dear chair lady, Yang Won-ji, and a friend. Okay, thank you so much. On behalf of Korean American, there's 120,000 Korean American lives in Greater Atlanta area, and do the almost 80% of the household own and operated small businesses. So Atlanta-Daegu, like Karina said, since we become a sister city since 1981, since when the Mayor Young Andrew Young was, before he became ambassador of the United Nations. So he was mayor of the city. Then there is a president, Korean Association President Kang Seung-young. He is came from Daegu. He made sister city. So after a while, I think he was out of town. He's not available. So I still, on behalf of Daegu and Korea and Korean community, I become a chairperson of the Daegu Sister City Commission. This is my great honor to hosting this event. I would like to express my special thanks to all the way from Korea. She did a great effort to this event. Let's give a big round of applause. And also today we have a beautiful Korean Dance Association, Kibong Park, and all the members. Let's give them a big round of applause. And also Art Club and Korean Models Association. It's sitting in the back of the table. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay. Enjoy this event. And the next person of me will be giving the speech. Deputy Consul General Kyun Jung-ho, please, give us a congratulatory remark.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, and thank you, Paulina, for organizing this wonderful event. Since there is much more Korean, I speak in Korean. 아무튼 이번 대구 미술 전시 행사에 와주셔서 특별히 감사합니다. 사실 여러분들이 아시다시피 최근에 이제 SK 이노베이션에서 올해 이제 16억 불의 신규 투자를 했었고, 그리고 지금 회장님 말씀하신 것처럼 지금 메트로 애틀랜타 지역에 저희가 인구가 굉장히 많이 늘어나고 있습니다. 그래서 아마 좀 더 많은 기업들이 이제 여기 투자를 할 것 같고요. 그래서 투자함에 따라서 우리 여기 계시는 그 한국 분들뿐만 아니라 여기 미국 내에서도 많은 일자리를 창출할 거로 생각이 됩니다. So as you know, this year SK Innovation invested more than $1.7 billion. And then as far as I understand, many more Korean companies want to invest in Georgia. So I'm sure the fruits of such investment will be widely shared throughout Georgia, including Atlanta. So, and we have several Korean cities which have a citizenship, sister city relationship in Georgia. But I think Daegu is most prominent. So relations between Daegu and Atlanta goes back to several decades. And so on the top of this cultural exhibition, we are expecting a business delegation coming from Daegu in July. So on that occasion, I think the business relations between Daegu and Atlanta will be further promoted. And most importantly, Chief Director Yang brought invitation letter from the mayor to the mayor Bottoms. I hope there will be her visit to Korea soon. There will be good momentum to further boost the relationship between two cities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Consul. So at this time, I'd like to bring up Korean Association President Kim Il-hong. Kim Young-nim. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for President Kim Il-hong from Atlanta Association of Greater Atlanta. He just notified me to come here yesterday, so I'm going to make it a really short and sweet remark. I wrote on the way here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Korean Association of Greater Atlanta, welcome to today's opening ceremony. I would like to offer my congratulations to the sister cities of Atlanta and Daegu. We are looking forward to having a long and beneficial relationship between these two cities. Thank you again and have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Georgia House Representative Sam Park, but before I do so, I have a brief introduction. Representative Sam Park is a native Georgian and represents District 101 on a platform of expanding Medicaid to ensure access to health care for all Georgians. Sam ran for office as a first-time candidate in 2016 and unseated a 3-term Republican chairwoman with a grassroots campaign to become the first Asian American Democrat elected to the Georgia State Legislature. During his first term as legislature, Sam introduced comprehensive civil rights legislation, co-sponsored legislation to expand Medicaid in Georgia, and defeated discriminatory legislation targeted at minority communities. Sam currently serves as a deputy whip in the Georgia House Democratic Caucus and as vice chair for the Gwinnett State House delegation. Without further ado, Mr. Park.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be here with everyone. My name is Sam Park, and I have the honor of currently serving as the only Korean American in Georgia State Legislature. I represent House District 101, which includes the cities of Lawrenceville and Sewanee in Gwinnett County, the second largest and most diverse county in the state of Georgia. Thank you, Chairman John Lee of the Atlanta-Daegu City Sister City Commission for inviting me to be here with y'all today to celebrate the 5th annual art exhibition and the long-standing relationship between the two sister cities of Atlanta and Daegu. The Atlanta-Daegu Sister City Commission is a shining symbol and the result of the special relationship between the United States and the Republic of Korea. This alliance, forged in blood, has mutually benefited both nations and peoples for decades. With the support of the United States, the Republic of Korea blossomed following the aftermath of the Korean War, becoming the only nation in the world to go from a recipient of foreign aid to a donor country with the 11th largest economy in the world. As a Korean American native Georgian, I have seen and benefited from the strong ties between our two nations and our two cities that have resulted in economic development and cultural growth. Today, more than 50 Korean companies contribute to the strong economic growth in our state, including one of the largest foreign investments in Georgia history. In addition, more than 120,000 Korean Americans call Georgia home, with more than half living in Gwinnett County alone. As a symbol of our strong relationship and an example to those around us, I pray and hope for the future success and continued friendship between our two nations and our two cities. May the Atlanta-Daegu Sister City Commission continue to serve as an example that no matter our differences, we are all one family with far more in common than that which divides us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now I'd actually like to invite John Woodward. Maybe many of you may already know him, but John is actually Senior Director of Foreign Investment at the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce. He assists foreign-owned enterprises contemplating entry or expansion into the U.S. market. And in almost 20 years of economic development, Mr. Woodward has assisted hundreds of companies to relocate or expand, ranging from U.S. headquarters, operations, or manufacturing to small and medium-sized enterprises. John?
Thank you, Pauline. The introduction is probably longer than my remarks. John runs a tight ship here. It's 2 minutes I've been given, and I won't take that long. I just want to say, on behalf of the Metro Atlanta Chamber, which is actually one of the oldest and largest chambers of commerce in the United States, congratulations on this grand opening, and congratulations as well on the long-running sister city relationship with Daegu. I've known John for many years. We in fact were in Daegu 2 mayors ago, but I'm very appreciative of the relationship of sister cities. I think a lot can come from them. I just returned last week from Taipei, which is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Only 2 more years to go with Daegu. 40th sister city anniversary with Atlanta. And I can say from firsthand experience, there is tangible cultural and business connections to be made from these sister city relationships. And I know Paulina's office takes them very seriously. It's not a bygone or secondary thought. And I think this wonderful grand opening this afternoon is a tremendous example of that. So again, congratulations and 감사합니다.
Thank you, John. So we actually do have a special guest. Oh, sure.
반갑습니다. 저는 영어를 못해서 한국말로 하겠습니다. 제가 2015년에 세계 물 포럼 때 대구에서 전시회를 하고 있는 중에 애틀랜타에 계시는 교민분 한 분이 오셔서 이런 전시회를 애틀랜타에도 하면 참 좋겠다는 말을 듣고 제가 국제협력과에 바로 가서 애틀랜타에 가서 전시를 하겠습니다. 그리고 아무도 알지 못하는 애틀랜타에 제가 그 해에 10월달에 그림을 들고 왔습니다. 그 이후로 1, 2년 하다가 관두겠지라는 분들이 거의 다 대부분이었고 대구시도 저한테 그런 인상을 품었지만 저는 한 번도 이거를 관두겠다는 생각을 하지 않고 항상 돌아가면서 내년에 다시 오겠습니다라고 그렇게 하고 갔습니다. 저는 계속해서 이 일을 할 것입니다. 왜 그런가 하면 이 문화와 예술이라는 것은 이 세상에서 인간의 감성을 가장 자극하면서 가장 꼭대기에 있다고 저는 생각을 하거든요. 그래서 이 예술이라는 것이 우리 감성에 묻어날 때 경제도 발전하고 문화도 발전하고 모든 것이 발전한다고 생각을 합니다. 여기 계신 분들이 이 아름다운 그림을 보고 또 혹은 뭐 아름다운 여러 가지 작품을 보고 음악을 듣고 그래서 여러분이 살아가는 이 세상에서 의미 있는 사회를 만드는 그런 계기가 되었으면 합니다. 예, 감사합니다.
So now I'd actually like to invite up a special guest. She was able to join us today. So if I could please call Council President Felicia Moore up to just say a couple of words.
Hello everyone, it's Lee. Good to see you. And it's just good to be here. I was downstairs and I said I had to come up because sister-city relationships are so important. And I'm really happy to be here to see the beautiful artwork. You know, when I think about sister-city relationships, I think sometimes we always thinking about the money, you know, how do we do business together? But it also reminds us that there are so many other things that we have in common, and art is one of them. And the way you tell your story through art, the way we tell our story through art, is some of those ways that we can help bridge that gap and continue to make our relationship strong. Again, my name's Felicia Moore. I'm president of the Atlanta City Council, so I just wanted to make sure I came up and let you know from all 15 members of council and myself, we are so thankful for the relationship that we've had, want to continue to strengthen it, and I'm going to look at this beautiful artwork, and thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Council President Felicia Moore. So I believe now, John, is it the performance time?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay, 앞으로 나오시거든? Yes. Okay.
Wonderful, please.
Let's give them a big round of
One of
applause.
applause, please.
Yeah, I think the artist.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. 박수로 환영해 주세요. 감사합니다. Thank you. 박수로 환영해 주세요. 네. 해주십시오. 감사합니다.